Yo, what up? All right. We got another one from Bill Burr.
Ah, my man BB.
Yeah.
All right, man. What we got?
This is 80's horror movies.
Ah, okay. Who doesn't like a good classic horror movie? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, classics.
Definitely.
Freddy Cougar and I guess
Yeah.
Jason.
Michael Myers, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Classics. Yeah, right.
Classics, man. What's some other one? Like Pinhead, you know?
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, yeah.
Exorcist.
Yeah, The Exorcist, yeah.
Or was that like 70s? Been a long time ago.
Chucky, maybe early 90s. You know?
Chucky was in this horror movie. Well, I guess it technically
Depends
was.
on who you are. But yeah, man. All right. So what we got? We got BB talking about just all classic 80 horrors, nothing in specific.
I guess just the 80s specifically. You know,
All right, man.
the horrors in the 80s.
Let's see what kind of horror movies he was watching in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Behind every curtain, someone is waiting.
Who's that?
Someone is watching.
What is that?
Someone is hiding.
What mask was that?
Just there's something about women
like
when they're the
birds.
bad guy. It's extra scary to me. You know, something about a guy being a maniac. You just look at it, fuck that guy, fuck him. Whatever. I drop kick him. You just think shit like that for the most part. But there's something about I don't know. They've always freaked me out, and for some reason, I was thinking about that. How like women. Women being the Michael Myers to me is way more scary than the guy. And I remember way back in like 82 or 83, when I first got cable, I was watching late night. And I can't even, I really feel bad for people of this generation who have just grown up with cable. You have no idea how fucking insane cable is. You have no idea. We had 3 networks, 2 UHFs, and that was it. And nobody cursed. No titties, no nothing. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable when that shit came out. So, anyways, I'm watching late night, and I was watching this movie, and I looked it up on YouTube. It's actually, the movie is called Curtains.
Curtains.
And it has one of the most bizarre, fucked up scenes. No, I went back and I watched it. It really didn't hold up over time. But back in the day, it really fucking freaked me out. There's a scene in that movie, Curtains, where there's a girl who's out on a pond. And she's fucking I can't even explain it. I forget because I haven't seen the movie in so long. The clip I watched, she's basically uncovering snow. And you think it's a dead body, but it's a doll underneath. And as she's holding it up, the doll has a weird look on her face. And then they're sort of cutting to these fucking ice skates, slowly, in slow motion, just beginning to skate across the pond towards this girl. And of course, she has no idea that this fucking thing is coming towards her. And they just show it from a distance, and it just looks like a person. And as it gets closer and closer, it's this fucking psycho. I think it's a woman. I can't even remember, but it looks like a woman. It's got a female face, it's like a witch face with long hair. And she's skating like she's speed skating. And she pulls out like this fucking sickle. I can't. It's fucked up, right? I mean, I don't know, dude. I went from Barney Miller.
Why she still have the dog?
That's what it was like to have no cable and then to have
Drop
that.
the
And I'm
dog.
like literally 12, 13 fucking years old. The movie's called Curtains. Just look it up.
2 weeks later.
I might.
Bill, after hearing your story about the movie Curtains, it brought back memories of a movie that I saw when I was young. It was called The Unseen. All right, you guys got to hear the description of this movie. And just to let you know, he ruins the ending. But I still have to see this. This is a fucking classic. He goes, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, back in the 80s, but being 6 and seeing this one did a number on me for a while. Pretty much the movie is about 3 chicks who can't find a hotel to stay in, so they end up at a bed and breakfast type place. Jesus, there's an original beginning to a horror movie. So there's some quote quote unquote thing that attacks these people that stay there. The part that screwed me up is that the thing that attacked them would attack through the oversized air vents in the walls and floors, pulling them through and killing them. So after watching it, I was terrified to go into the bathroom because all of our bathrooms in our house had vents right behind me as I took a piss. For the longest time, I would have to use the bathroom with the door open in case something would try to get me. I look back at it now and think to myself, what a pussy I was. But hey, I guess that's why 6-year-olds shouldn't watch horror flicks. Here's to 4 months of pissing with the door open. All right, now here's the spoiler alert, everybody. Here's if you're gonna rent curtains, you don't want to hear this last part. And of course, okay. By the way, the thing in the movie turns out to be a retarded kid that the parents kept locked in the basement, and all he wanted to do was play with people. Apparently, his play was a little rough. Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness. That's like a movie they did that. Oh my goodness.
Can't think of the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Jesus. Bro.
Yeah.
That was the Unseen.
Yeah, look kind of creepy.
Bro, both the movies look creepy.
Yeah.
The first one, Curtains, the girl finds a doll in the snow. Looks like a body.
Big body, right, with the hand.
Then she picks a doll. And then, all this, you turn around.
Because this lady skating across the pond.
What the hell? With a mask.
Fucking looking horrid. She pulls out a sickle.
Is she chasing because the
Those
doll?
cut screens in the 80's are so funny, man. You know what I'm saying?
That mask
She
is creepy.
swipes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what gave, like, those horror movies back then a little bit of that edge because the filming was just so bad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It would give you, like, jump scares inadvertently. You know what I'm saying? Just because you wouldn't see what happened. The head popping off and then...
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Like, when you look back at those movies, like yeah, you're like, why the hell was I scared of that shit? You know what I'm saying? And it was just relatable in that way. Like, who didn't have a house back then with a bench on the floor? You know what I mean? I'm glad I didn't see this movie. I'd have been terrified every time I went to my granny's house. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
I ain't need to see no movie to be terrified. I was always scared when I was smaller. It's good to be scared when you're smaller. You learn a lot.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, so Curtains and Unseen, man. I may have to go check those out, man. You know, like The Stand was a good movie. I'm trying to watch that right now. And then Quentin Tarantino. So, and what was the other one? The System or something. I can't think of the name of it. Yeah. But absolutely, man. Yeah, man. If you ain't seen a good classic horror movie recently, do it.